Voila! What is going on? Welcome to this hobby of ours. I am your host, D. Very pleased to be bringing you another giveaway. New month, new giveaway. And from our dear friend Jacko at ndcstraps.com. Thank you, Jacko, for sponsoring these giveaways with all this generous merch you've sent in. So excited to share this with the viewership. These are the real French Marine Nationale parachute elastic watch straps, and they're made from genuine mil-spec new and new old stock Marine Nationale parachute elastic that was made in the original factory in France. The quality is guaranteed. NDC is the OG version of this type of strap. Beware of imitations, they abound. And NDC stands for Nageur de Combat, basically combat swimmers. We've got a large episode ahead of us. We're going to have the giveaway, of course. We've got the Stealth straps that are separate from the giveaway, but any of the stuff you see here that's NDC branded is available at ndcstraps.com. So please head over there and take our discount code with you. Jacko has given us a very generous discount code, and I want to help you get some money off of your stuff. Jacko, thank you so much for that and for your partnership. What are you wearing, D? Ba-bam, the Tudor Pelagos FXD LHD MOD by D and Friends on none other than the NDC straps with this is actually the strap that was partnered with Scott from Watchestry.com, Marine Nationale, and we're actually going to look at one of his books as well. I've been wanting to do a review of this book for some time. These are the vintage ZRC models in this book, not on table, but in book, and we're going to have quite a bit of fun with that today. In addition to our book review, we are going to have a how to wear this strap, because there's a couple different ways you can wear this strap. Now, the reason I bought the Stealth straps is in one of Jacko's photos, he's got an Omega Seamaster. You know what? It must be a mod day at hobbyofhours.com. This is my Seamaster GMT 50th anniversary mod. As much as I love the watch, I don't care for the text, the font that's on the 24-hour bezel, so I switched it to the standard dive bezel that comes on this model with the, the big triangle, the broadsword hands. I will allow that the GMT hand takes some getting used to reading because it is scaled for 24 hours and not 12. I wish it was a dual time, then it would be awesome, but it's not. However, I do love the bezel all that much more. And if you're a Seamaster fan, if you admire it, but you never dove in on one because you didn't like the helium escape valve, this GMT does not have one. And if you modify it with this bezel insert, actually, I didn't do just an insert. This is an actual full Omega bezel. And I just like it better. So it's very easy to do. But this is a way for you to get into a Seamaster minus the helium escape valve, and guess what? It still has 300 meters water resistance. So I originally wanted to buy the all black one. See that PVD? Oh, look at that, cool. Look at that killer frog right up in there with the trident. Awesome. I was going to put it on this, and I likely still will, but when it came in, I was like, oh, you know what? Come on, focus. The silver just picks up the silver coloration of the steel here as well, so I went with that. Now, there are a couple ways you can wear an NDC strap. There is, of course, the traditional way, which is you pass the top part of the strap through the lugs. You've got this out here, and then you've got the MRP over here, the metal rectangular piece, MRP.com. No, just kidding. The MRP right there. And that's the cheap way to do it. Now, in some people have, a single pass strap where they'll run their hand through here, and you can do that. That is not really the intended design of the strap. It's meant to go like this, and then you bring it around, and then you clip it in to the MRP. Starting with this watch, what I started doing was I started running both pieces of the NDC strap through the lugs. Now, this one's very forgiving because it's got wider lugs. I don't want to say width. I would say this depth of distance between the lug and the case is quite a bit more than your standard spring bar. So I'm going to try this method out on here. I patented it over here on this watch and love it but I'm going to try it on this one as well. I just kind of like it better. And I've got there are a couple ways where how I put this on that I feel are somewhat unique and may be of benefit to you as you're mounting one to your wrist as well. So we're going to have that demo in a hot minute. This is, of course, the official NDC method for mounting the strap to a watch. But also what you're going to note here is 20 millimeters lug, 21 millimeters lug, 22 millimeters lug. So because of the nature of the material, it's roughly around 21-ish, but it conforms or fits or expands rather to these lug ranges. So it's amazing adaptable. It's the most comfortable strap you're ever going to own and wear, and you really ought to check it out. Been loving these for years, even before I knew of NDC, and just absolutely honored to be partnering with them on this series of giveaways. One other item to note, when you're sizing these, you may end up with a little bit of leftover. Oh, come on, focus. Focus, do your job. I'm doing mine. You may end up with a little bit of overrun. All you have to do is cut that and take a lighter and gently singe the end and burn it, frankly, and squish it, and it will conform rather nicely. So I may do a trim on this. I don't know. We'll see. Got to get this one on wrist and see how that one looks. It's training day. We're going to look at how I like to put this watch on. I'm kind of adapting this method for it being on the tabletop, whereas normally what I would be doing is I'd probably be seated, and I'd be using my left thigh to protect the crystal on the piece. So this part is the hook. This is the MRP, the metal rectangular piece. And this is the inner flap. All right. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I've got this configured double under, which is my way, my watch, my fun. This method works exactly the same if you have single under and you have this outside of the spring bars, either way. When this gets on wrist, you want the MRP. Let me see if I can get this to focus. You see how this can shift from here to here? When it's about to receive the hook, you want the MRP angled away from the hook so that when it comes up and you're pulling this under tension, it can grab it. I've noticed that when the MRP is facing downwards, then I'm fighting the tension of the strap and it'll slip. So whenever you're going on wrist, you want this facing away like that. As such, it'll be interesting to see if I can do this on the tabletop. If not, we will switch to thigh view. I do this here. Oh, and I do something else a little bit unusual. I don't like having the MRP touch my skin. So what I do is I pull the inner flap downwards. This part touches my wrist. Get in camera view, D. And then comes over like that. That way I've got that extra cushioning on my wrist. So. Now the next important part is I'm holding this on my wrist with these two fingers. I want to keep it in place, and because of the downwards pressure I'm executing with my forearm onto my knee, typically it's holding it in place because I'm pulling this, and this is under tension because it's elastic. So I'm holding this here, and I reach my thumb under the hook part, and I'm almost ratcheting it upwards. So my two fingers are holding it in place on my wrist. I'm using that leverage to basically retain the tension of the elastic here so that I can more easily get the hook to set in. And then I'm slipping out like that. That was a perfect execution, D. Thank you. No, thank you, D. So you may need to adjust where this goes. Like I can tell that normally I would want this a little higher up here. That just means I need to feed more of the strap through the top part. And that is how your boy D puts on an NDC strap. My books. You know, I love my books. Shout out to Scott at Watchistry, the author of the Marine Nationale book, who actually, this book predates that one. This was the first one he put out, and it's on his vintage ZRC watches. ZRC standing for Zucchero, Rocher, and C. watch company that is still in business today and actually experienced a brilliant reinvigoration 2015 onwards. They are making modern versions of the watches you're going to see in this book. These are vintage pieces. ZRC got started in 1904, doing pocket watch stuff, etc., but really came into their own around 1960. And then from 1960 to 1995, they were providing watches to the French National Navy. And that's part of Scott's passion, chasing down, collecting watches that were in use by the French Navy. So let's have a look at this book. We start everyone with a page count. This is roughly 40 pages or so. An exploration of vintage diving watches from the Maison of Zuccolo Rocher & Cie. Maison means house, basically the house that produced them. If you want this book, link in the description to watchestry.com. Tell Scott I sent you. All right, here are our watches that are in the book, in the ZRC book. And it's a combination of what we love, those big, juicy pictures, a bit of the backstory, a bit of the history of the watches themselves, reference numbers, ultimately information you can use if you want to go on a hunt. And trust me, no one else out there is documenting ZRC watches. So this is a good starting point if you want to collect one. Now, ZRCs are known for their unusual crown placement. Here we have one that's at 6 o'clock. I wonder if they're at 12 o'clock or are they just a 6 o'clock? Actually, let me check the book. Let's see. Oh, we got a couple that are on the right. None on the top in this collection. Oh, we got one at the Seiko 4 o'clock position. But I do admire that crown being at 6 o'clock. You know your watch is going to be safe. And with the new iterations they're putting out, it's kind of cool. I think I kind of have an attraction to this. This is the second series Grand Fonds. I rather like that layout. It's just a neat watch. So that's how you take apart the links. In fact, Scott, if I ever make it over to your side of the continent, maybe we could meet up for coffee and you could bring one of these so I could try it on. If you bring one like this, that would be awesome, sir. Thank you, dude. All right. Vintage ZRC, super quick, petite read, but documenting these vintage watches that are almost lost to antiquity. If you don't document stuff, I mean, the internet's great, but you know me, I like a good book. And this one is Hobby of Hours approved. Major shout out to our first winner, Pavel, out of Poland. And thank you so much, brother, for sending in this quick little video.
NDC. If Beethoven had owned a watch, it would have been fitted with the NDC strap. If he had known what a t-shirt is, he would have worn a Porsche design by Hobby of Hours. Thank you, Dee and Jacko, for this fantastic giveaway. I am honored to be the first winner. As you can see, the parcel has arrived and I enjoy its content. I enjoyed the Hobby of Hours content. Carry on! I will keep an eye on you.
So glad you are enjoying the strap and the shirt, my friend. Wear it and enjoy in good health. Everyone's favorite part of the video, the phrase that pays. But what's in this packet? We've got the strap, very special. We're giving away the MN77 clasp hook for this one, and the military green Velcro patch. Also got the pin in there, and a couple other accoutrements. The phrase that pays. I want you to put this into the comments of this video, and when I say in the XYZ, that's your country. I need to know where I'm shipping to. And the phrase that pays is, yo D, I'm in the XYZ, and I need me some NDC. Hook me up, brother. Drop that comment into the, exactly as I said it. Be careful, you want to get it right. Drop that into the comment of the video. I will get you registered to win. We'll probably keep this contest open for about a week and a half-ish, somewhere around there. I won't leave you hanging too far on that. And we'll get it shipped out to the winner. There you have it. The next giveaway is underway. Jacko, thank you so much for your partnership, for generously sending in all of this wonderful gear. So happy to share your journey, your wonderful products with the viewership of the Hobby of Hours channel. And hope that wherever you are in this wonderful, beautiful hobby, you are doing well, that you are blessed. We will catch you in the next one. Peace. Pick up a book. 1001 Watch Designs, Volume 1. We've got line art, oil paintings, steampunk, and even super duper realistic ones that you could probably put on your wrist today. It's a good bit of fun and a great way to share your support. Thanks for coming along on the ride.